I wonder what games are out to play today on the channel. Nope. Definitely not that one. No. There's no games to play. Guess it's gonna have to be a Q&A. Hey there guys, since we're going through a gaming drought at the moment and there's nothing that I really want to play on the channel, why not do a Q&A so you guys can get to know me just that little bit better. So I posted the question on Twitter and on YouTube, and I certainly made sure to say, make sure that your questions are family friendly. So you guys have asked me quite a lot of questions. I didn't expect there to be so many. So let's jump into these questions and let me answer them so you guys can get to know me just a little bit better. I think I'm going to start with a nice easy question to start this one off. So Hannah says, how tall are you? I'm 6'1". I have no idea what that is in meters for our European friends, so bear with me. Let me just check. Okay, Google, 6'1" in meters.
6.0833333333 feet equal 1.854 meters.
1.854 meters apparently for you guys who deal in meters. No idea why she had to say 6.0833333333, but that's just Google. There you go. I'm 6'1" or 1.854 meters. Yoda the Tim, PlayStation 4 or Xbox? Now this is probably going to cause quite a bit of friction, but PlayStation 4. Don't really know what else to say. PlayStation 4. I actually really like this question from Noctur. If you woke up one day and found an infinite amount of money in your bank account, what would you do with your life and with it? That is a really deep question, dude. What would I do with infinity money? The first thing I'd probably do is buy the Amazon rainforest. I feel like that is probably the #1 priority right about now. Protect the entire rainforest, and hopefully that would probably be the biggest change that I could make. And then after that, I'd probably create like the world's biggest animal sanctuary. I'd literally create a haven for all the animals to make sure those little guys get the best quality of life possible. I feel like animals are like my big thing. I just want to protect all the animals. And then once I've done saving all the animals, I would use that money to probably buy myself one epic gaming PC and probably get a new camera as well. I'm probably way overdue for a camera upgrade, but that's what I would do for infinity money. Cookie Munch Cosplays asks, when you first started YouTube, what were your thoughts? Like, what was your thoughts going into your first recording? Cookie, I remember this very, very well. I sat there for 10 minutes just staring into a camera. My thoughts were racing. There was nothing coming out of my mouth, and I was absolutely terrified. Like, becoming a YouTuber terrified me. I set myself a really high goalpost because I remember watching my brother's videos thinking, damn, this kid's pretty good. And I thought I had to fill those boots, but I learned pretty quickly there's only one 8-bit Ryan, and he might be his brother, but I ain't no Ryan. So I had to kind of come up with my own style. But at the time, my thoughts were, I've got to be as good as Ryan. I'm terrified. Someone please help me. Big M Spook Bag. Shrek 1, 2, 3, or Shrek 4? Gotta go with the original, dude. I'm an OG kind of guy. Shrek 1, I remember going to the cinema to watch it, and I remember thinking, damn, Shrek is going to be one big meme one day, and Shrek became a meme. Also, you can probably never beat the original. Sequels are always super disappointing, so Shrek 1. Helena, do you like being a YouTuber, and who's your favorite YouTuber other than Ryan and yourself? Love you, man. That's a really nice thing to say, and I love all my subscribers as well, guys. Thanks for taking the time to join me on this journey. I like being a YouTuber. It gives me a platform to talk to people, and it helps focus my mind on things because I used to just sit down all day playing video games, but now I have a purpose. You know, I'm editing, I'm creating content, and it's pretty fun. And who is my favorite YouTuber other than Ryan and me? That is a really good question, actually. I've never actually thought of that one before. You know, since this is a Q&A, I'm going to answer this as honestly as possible. I don't actually have a favorite YouTuber because I was just looking through my subscriptions then because you really caught me off guard with that question. And I guess I just don't have a favorite YouTuber. I just watch so many. I watch gaming channels, tech channels, mystery channels, criminal channels. I watch so many different ones that I don't really have a specific favorite YouTuber. So, yeah. Kind of disappointing answer, I know. I apologize. Giddy Cobra. Favorite stealth game? Metal Gear Solid. If you've watched any of my gameplay before, you will know that I'm not a stealthy guy, but I remember playing Metal Gear Solid, and I remember absolutely loving that stealth mechanic. So you couldn't just kind of like run in and gun everybody down because the way the game was designed was you had to be stealthy. So Metal Gear Solid, the first one, by the way, that's probably my favorite stealth game of all time. For sure. That game is going to stick with me for life. Tyler, TK Vlogs. If you had to choose one celebrity to meet, who would it be and why? You know, that's a really difficult question again, Tyler. So I see everybody on kind of like an equal playing field. I don't really put celebrities on pedestals. Like, you know, I don't see them as anything special. But if I had to meet one celebrity, I'd probably meet Brian Cox. For those of you who don't know, Brian Cox is like a physicist. So he does a lot of work in like the workings of the universe. And he's just an overall great guy. He's really humble and he's just like really cool. Like if you ever watch any of his shows, he's really engrossing. He makes science really fun. So yeah, Brian Cox. I would love to meet that celebrity. Princess FNAF, what's your favorite foods? Barbecue pizza. That is like my number one right there. If you put a barbecue pizza in front of me, you better believe that I'm going to destroy that. And also Black Forest Gâteau. So that is another thing that I can't resist. I wish that my favorite foods was something more healthy, but I'm only human. I like me, that barbecue pizza and Black Forest Gâteau. Travis Mantis, aka Luna, also known as Underdice. Who's your favorite artist? I'm kidding. What's your go-to option to relax? So in answer to the first question, you might be kidding, but of course you are Luna. By the way, Luna did my merch design, so big shout out to Luna. And what's my option to relax? So normally I play video games. That's my number one thing that I do to relax. In my downtime, when I'm not editing or I'm not doing some form of work on YouTube, then yeah, for sure, playing games. Emberlove, what's it like to have Ryan as a sibling? And how much older are you? So in answer to the second question, there's 3.5 years difference between me and Ryan. I'm 29, nearly 30. Oh, where did that time go? And what's it like to have Ryan as a sibling? So a lot of people see mine and Ryan's online personas. You don't really see like what we're like as people, because obviously your online persona is very different to your real life persona. But me and Ryan, we're probably like best friends, or I would see Ryan as my best friend anyway. So behind the scenes, you know, me and Ryan, we talk daily. We train at gym together. We've been training at gym together now for like 4 years. It's crazy how quickly that time's gone. So yeah, I would say having Ryan as a sibling is probably like amazing. So I don't really see Ryan as a YouTuber. I just see Ryan as my younger brother. So if Ryan ever gets into any difficulty, I just feel like I got to protect that kid. I have to do whatever I can. As the older brother, it's my job to make sure that he doesn't do anything dumb. Not that he does anything dumb anyway. He's probably more mature than me. But anyway, it's really cool having Ryan as a sibling, for sure. Maya is here. Favorite thing about Minecraft. Also about the server we got. So my favorite thing about Minecraft has to be the sandbox nature. So Minecraft can be anything you want it to be. It can be a survival game. It can be a building game. It can be an RPG. It can be a first person shooter with mods. It could be a horror map. It could be literally anything. So that's what I love about Minecraft, is the flexibility of being whatever it wants to be, or whatever you make of it. So that has to be my favorite thing about Minecraft. Nergic plays. Why are you such a dweeb? Nergic, if you knew the answer, please tell me, because I have no idea. So then what we're going to do now is we're going to move over to the YouTube side of questions. Is Divvy J, what's the first game you ever played? So the first game that I ever played that I remember was Sonic 1 on the Sega Mega Drive or the Sega Master System, depending on what part of the world you're from. I did have an Amiga before that, but I can't remember what games I used to play on that. I think it was like Bomberman and stuff, but I just can't remember. So yeah, Sonic 1 was the first game that I remember playing. Night of the Living Dead memes. Thoughts on The Last of Us? I tried to get into The Last of Us, but I just couldn't, my man. I probably gonna have to say I don't really like it, because if I can't get into it, then it's not my kind of game. So I'm gonna have to go with not very good. I know that's going to trigger a lot of people. Ghost Squad 771. What made you decide to start making YouTube videos? So what made me start making YouTube videos was 8-Bit Ryan. Surprise, surprise, everybody. So I saw Ryan pretty much creating his YouTube videos, and it was like he gave him a sense of purpose, because I just literally sat in a dead-end job doing absolutely nothing with my life other than playing games, going to a job. And pretty much when I decided to start making YouTube videos, it was to kind of create a purpose. So that's pretty much why I started creating YouTube videos, to give myself a purpose, which it actually has done. I quite enjoy it. Ryan Payne, do you play any instruments? Nope, don't play any instruments. That was a nice easy one to answer. Jade, do you regret starting your channel since there's a lot to keep up with now? Smirk face. I don't regret. starting the channel. I must admit that having to keep up content, that was something that I didn't anticipate would be such a stressful experience. But like now, when there's content droughts and things, you can always find something to do, like this Q&A video. It's pretty much content, and I've been neglecting the channel, as you know, for the last few days because I've been editing for Ryan. But I've got to say, I don't regret it. I'm going to try and keep the content flowing. I mean, right now is probably the perfect time to learn editing because obviously there's content drought. I don't mind keeping up with the channel. It keeps the mind active and always looking for things to do. So yeah, I don't regret it. Babushka 19, boy, what keeps you doing videos? That one is the community. I like posting the videos, allowing it just to kind of like settle in and then go back and read some of the comments, especially those familiar faces. I always find that seeing the familiar faces comment on the videos shows that they're really enjoying it, and that's what I want to do. I want to create fun content for pretty much anybody who decides to watch my videos, but it's definitely the community. That's what pushes me to keep creating videos. Even on days where I don't feel like doing it, I'll still do it because of the community. Zach B7, what stroke who inspired you to become a YouTuber, and what's your goals? So I'm not going to answer the first bit because I've covered that last time, so it's 8-Bit Ryan. And then the second part, what are my goals? My goals are on YouTube is just to have a fun time, basically. Just to create like a community, make some friends, have a chat. Whatever else happens is a bonus pretty much, because I've pretty much got myself a nice little community. It's very small, it's very close, and that's pretty much my goal already completed, I guess. And I've just got to keep that ball rolling. So if the community grows, great. If it doesn't, meh. I've still got my small little close-knit community. 8-Bit Logan, what has been your favorite game to play alone and with Ryan, Dorco, DA Games, Raz and Baz? So in terms of my favorite game to play alone, it's definitely World of Warcraft. That game is my #1 right there. I love that game to play alone. And in terms of collaboration, probably the Minecraft video that we did. That was probably the most fun. I like playing Minecraft with other people because it's always fun to get other people's ideas on what to do in the game, and then it kind of like turns it into a completely different game, if that makes any sense. So in answer to your question, Minecraft. G Porter 74, how long does it take to edit a video? That depends on a variety of factors. So when I first started, it took me about 5 to 6 hours to edit a video because I was really new and I didn't know a lot of the shortcuts in Premiere Pro. But now as I've gained experience, like my hands just kind of do things without me even having to think about it. So it's now more like 3 to 4 hours, which is pretty good. I mean, I've managed to shave off almost 2 hours of editing. For videos like the 3 random horror games, they generally take the longest, weirdly enough, to edit. But for things like Minecraft, and if I'm just playing like one game, instead of having to do 3 different ones, then that's probably the shortest videos to edit. So they normally take about 2.5 to 3 hours. And then the 3 random horror games, yeah, they're like 3 hours plus. Socialized Acorn, how has life been? Life has been pretty good. It has been pretty good, dude, gotta say. So with me now editing for Ryan, that has helped me like quite a lot from a standpoint of giving me something to do, learning a new skill, keeping my brain sharp and active, and it's allowed me to do other things, which I have to say has taken a lot of stress off me. I mean, sometimes it can be boring, but that's the same for anybody. But hey, thanks for asking, dude. Really appreciate it. Lewis Madden, are you thinking of going to conventions like Insomnia? Yes, I actually am. So I have been to a few Insomnias with Ryan. I remember me and Ryan went to Insomnia. I think it was like 2015, or it might even have been 2014. Anyway, we went to an Insomnia around Christmas time, and that was interesting because no one actually recognized Ryan because he was still quite a smaller YouTuber. And I remember we saw Jacksepticeye. He did like an interview on stage and Ryan was like, that'll never be me. And then 12 months later, there was Ryan on stage. So joke's on you, Ryan, that was you. And for me going forward, yeah, I do want to go to events like Insomnia. I don't know when I'll be going, but eventually I would like to go to one. It'll probably be the one more Birmingham. That would probably be where I go if I ever go to Insomnia. But I have been to one of these Scotland Insomnias as well, which was really, really fun. So yeah, who knows? Keep an eye out for me if you ever go to an Insomnia event. Felicity, what's your subscriber goal on YouTube if you have one? My subscriber goal. So my subscriber goal is obviously to have the biggest number possible. That's why pretty much everyone does YouTube. They want to have the biggest number possible. I don't really play the number game on YouTube, what I normally do is look at my retention rate. So I want to make sure anyone that has subscribed to me is watching my videos, because if I have a high retention rate, that's a sign that people are enjoying my videos. So that's my number one thing that I want to do. But in terms of subscribers, the biggest number possible. The animated cat, do you own a Sphinx? No, dude. You own 2 though, because you got 2 on the Minecraft server. Ordis, what's your favorite game? World of Warcraft. That is my number 1 favorite game of all time. I remember playing that game back in 2005 and I was just hooked on it, and I still play it now to this day. 15 years? 14, 15 years later, dude. I still play that game, and it's one of them games that I just really, really love. And then if I had to go back, I would probably say that my second favorite game of all time would be something like Dragon Age Origins. That is another game that has really stuck with me. That storyline was so good. It's a shame what they've done to the Dragon Age games going forward, but Dragon Age Origins, it's quite old. If you never played it, I recommend it. Okay guys, that pretty much sums up this whole Q&A session. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been interesting for me to make because it's made me question myself on things that I never even thought about questioning. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in that comment section, and I will probably create more of these videos because I actually enjoyed it, and it makes a change from creating gaming content, especially when there's no gaming videos actually out there. There's literally no games to play. I keep saying it, but it's so disappointing. Give me something to play. But if you did like this video, please hit that like button. And as always, guys, thanks for joining me in this video. Until next time, bye for now.